All right, so today we're talking to Auckland, who is a 23-year-old migrant from Haiti, and he's just been getting by trying to support his family by selling pizza, actually. And he's always been interested in e-commerce, but was always overwhelmed by just how much information there is out there, how many YouTube videos, how much conflicting information there is. And he was just looking for a one-stop shop, a step-by-step plug-and-play system that he could follow. He joined Digital Launchpad, went through Jordan Welch's program inside of it called The Winning Store, and within 10 days he was already making multiple sales and on his way. And now sky is the limit for him. He's trying to scale up this business, and well, let's play the interview to see what happens next.
Welcome, Auckland. My name is Ali from Digital Launchpad. I want to welcome you. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. Fascinated to hear your story. Just want to really dig deep into your journey in Digital Launchpad, what you were doing prior to that, how it's benefited you and stuff. So without further ado, I think we'll jump right in. Okay. So first of all, tell me how old you are, where you're from, and a little bit about your background.
All right. First of all, thank you, Ali. Thank you for having me. It's going to be a pleasure for me to talk to you. And yes, my name is Auckland Amis. I'm from Haiti and I'm 23 years old. And currently I live in the United States.
What were you doing before Digital Launchpad? I mean, I know you've traveled to the US, you're 23 years of age. What were you doing prior to joining Digital Launchpad? What did work look like? What did life look like? What were your friends like? What kind of things were you doing prior to joining Digital Launchpad?
Basically, when I was in my country, there is like two things I can say passionate about. It was basketball. I used to play for my school in Haiti, and it was business as well, because since I was like little, I see my mom like having business. Even though she was working, she still have business on the side. And for me, it was like a good path to go, right? So I used to play basketball and I used to have like some activities, not big businesses, but when you're in high school, you can like bring things to your school to sell, to make some money. I used to do that.
Of course. We've all done that, bro. We've all done that.
Exactly. So yes, when I came to the US in December 2019, and my dream was to become a basketball player. I mean, to come to the US, that's the place where the basketball, we play. People make a lot of money with basketball. So my dream was to become a pro basketball player and also as my own business on the side. But when I came here, it was COVID-19, right? So I couldn't go to the gym. I couldn't work. I almost like get into depression because I was thinking about what I'm going to do with my life because I was by myself, my family in Haiti. So I had to find something to do. That's when I started to research.
So are you kind of like supporting your family as well at the moment, like back? Yeah.
For sure. So at this moment, I couldn't really go into e-commerce because basically, as you know, you have to have money to start e-commerce brand. You have to have money to invest in everything. I didn't work at this time, so I got to put this like on the side so I can keep working and try to adapt myself to the new system. I didn't speak English at all. Since now, I'm still working to improve my English. So I gotta work.
Your English is very good. So well done. I commend you on that.
Thank you. But I'm still working on it though. So yes, basically 2020, 2021, I didn't work. In 2021, I start like a job. I used to work where somewhere they make pizza. So I used to work right here. I work and send money to my country and everything. Since this day, I still also like watch e-commerce and everything. But I couldn't really get into it because I didn't have the money to invest, right? And the thing is, 2021, 2022, I'm still working the job, right? But the thing is, I find myself, it's like I got trapped. The reason why is because I got a dream before I came to the country. When I came to the country, I start working, but I see myself, I don't work on my dream at all. Just wake up, go to work, and that's it. Watch YouTube videos, and that's it. I didn't move at all. And that's when I started to watch like Iman as well. That's when I started to, I can say, wake up myself. But the thing is, when Iman start educate, it was about sales and copywriting, but I didn't really interested about that. And one day I watched like a YouTube video from Jordan. Okay, he was in Dubai. He said he gonna like shoot a video about educate, and I was like, oh, that's good. And that's when I think in February I started to watch the video about Iman when he said he just launched Digital Launchpad, and I said, oh, that's the best opportunity for me to get into it. Why I said that's when I.
Yeah, that's the amazing thing. this is the overriding message I get from so many people, that there are so many people who want the skills, they want to learn about sales, they want to learn about e-commerce, they want to learn about copywriting and all the various courses that we've got coming. But it's not always easy because there's so much information out there on YouTube. You don't know if that person's verified, is he the right person to learn from? And I think the other thing is, Iman was so conscious of the fact he wanted to launch a product for people that's affordable to everyone. You know, I mean, it's the price point itself and what you get for it. You're a perfect example, right? That it allowed you, because you know who Jordan is, because you know who Iman is, you know that these are two people who in their respective fields are very successful. You have that peace of mind and you feel comfortable joining. You know you're going to get a good experience. You're like one of the best use cases for that. So amazing. So you then came in to Digital Launchpad, obviously. And when did you join, roughly?
At the end of February. I think at the end of February.
Right,
I don't really remember the exact date. But
so it's only been a few weeks. It's not been
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, we've only been, we only launched a couple of months ago, but you are really quite new then to the journey.
Exactly.
Amazing. So when you come in, obviously with Digital Launchpad, as you know, there's two parts, right? There's the education side and the community side. Okay, we'll get to the community in a second. So when you came in, obviously we give access to everything straight away, right? As soon as you join, you get all the content. With you being somebody who was very into e-commerce, you went straight to the Winning Store by Jordan Welch, is that right? Okay, tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, to be honest, when I heard Iman said like the course gonna be $37, I was like, $37? This is what I thought. I thought that probably when I get the course, they're gonna just make me pay $37 and they're gonna give me some information and they're gonna upsell me with the good information. So I said, okay, let me just get into it, because I know Iman is like somebody who always try to help people, and I know that. I said, maybe if we're gonna do it for $37, I'm gonna get it. I don't know, $37 is nothing. But when I get the course and I open all the folders, like I said, I had a little bit of information about e-commerce, and I said, let me check. When I checked, I saw all the informations, when I opened all the folders, I was like, they give me everything. I was like, okay, let me just play and try to find all the information. And when I started to watch the Winning Store, all the information that I needed, I found them. And I think that's also why I can get the result so fast, because I had the information, but I couldn't know like how to put them together. You know what I mean? Because I was watching everything on YouTube. But when you're one person that tell you one thing, and this person, I know about him, I know like he's successful in that field, so I think, okay, I can trust him. I trust all the information, everything that he did, I just did the same thing, and boom.
See, that's the very important point you just brought up, and I'm glad you have, to be honest, as well. It's knowing you're taking your education from somebody, as I mentioned earlier, that you know this person knows what they're talking about. Okay, it's not just some random kid talking about e-commerce that you're thinking, is it real? Is it not? And that's the whole idea of Digital Launchpad. You know, we're bringing the best of the best. You'll have seen in sales, Pen to Profit, our own CMO, Luis has recorded that. So again, amazing. And it makes a big difference, right? You feel confident when you listen to these people. It's believable. And if you follow the blueprint, there's a great chance of being successful. Like you've already obviously made great strides. How did you find the course itself? Did it put everything together for you in a nice way and really help you start straight away?
What I can say, like the difference between Digital Launchpad and probably the other videos I used to watch. Sometimes when you watch the videos, like the person don't give you the key information you need. Like especially on YouTube, when you watch a video, the person can give you the information in like 10 minutes, but they make it like in 30 minutes. So they can, I don't know, make probably money on views and everything. But when you get into like the courses, like it tells you exactly what you want, what you need to do. Like it just tell you, hey, you have to do this, you have to do this. And it just, when like you make the courses, you don't really like only talk, but it show you what to do. That's the most important thing for me, because I'm somebody, I really learn better when I'm watching someone do something. So like when he does that, I'm just watching, I'm gonna do the same thing. And also like one thing is like, especially everything that you probably do online, you don't have to do the new thing. You have to just copy what works and then just do it by yourself, just improve it, and you're gonna be better and you're gonna be good at it. And that's what Jordan did. He just take a store, he do everything, and you just watch what he done, and then you just do the same thing, but like basically the same thing, and then you find the result.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, I've watched all the courses, obviously, but I love the way that it's very clearly laid out. Jordan actually demonstrates the actual whole process of setting the store up, making it look professional, and then actually getting to the point where you do sales with it as well. Let's get to the main bit now. Tell me about your first sale. Tell me about that feeling. Tell me how it happened. Tell me everything.
Okay. Like I can say, when I used to watch, like when you were like on YouTube or social media, everybody said dropshipping is dead. Personally, I thought that as well. But when I start watching the courses, Jordan says something. He's like, dropshipping cannot be dead because everybody gonna still buy online. Everybody gonna have problem, and everybody like the producer gonna always put a product to solve the problem. So you, as a dropshipper, you're gonna be able to always sell. And I was, yes, let me believe that. And there's one key thing that I learned, and I think that make me find the good product that I'm selling right now. Because when you watch everybody say something, they say you have to find a product and you have to see if the product solve a problem, and then to make a store with the product, right? But there is one thing. It's not all the product that you can sell, because there is some product, if like the competitor already like done like a big thing, already have a big brand and do something, you cannot sell the product because the competitor already, I can say, have all the market. So that's when Jordan said that's a problem, and I find a product and I find a competitor where I can improve, and I improve, and boom, like in first day I had my first sale. It was amazing for me because I had the information, but I never, I can say, feel the sensation to see that you have the money on the dashboard. It was amazing for me. I was like, hey, this thing still works. And I said, okay.
So let me get, so you came in at the end of February, you signed up, you watched Jordan's course. What was that time between joining Digital Launchpad and actually making your first sale? It was only a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks before you started making sales. Yeah. Amazing.
I can say 1 week, because to have like the exact date, I have to go the date I bought it.
No,
and then
I'm just whatever. We don't have to get into the specifics of the day. We can estimate, but to be able to within a week, 2 weeks, come in, consume this program, and then within 7 to 10 days be profitable, it's amazing. Big credit goes to you. You've obviously really followed everything down to a T, and you deserve all the success you're gonna get. And I can feel from I can sense from your smile how excited you are about the future. And I think what happens is that first sale really sparks that fire inside, that like, yes, this works, but more importantly, I can do it. And to see that playing out with you is absolutely amazing. So at the moment, the store is still active, still going with the same product, just learning and going on and carrying on, of course. Yes.
And also like the best sensation with the first like sales is like it gives you hope. That means if I see somebody make 100K a month, if I can make one sales today, probably in 6 months or 3 months, I'm gonna be able to make it. You know what I mean? Like if I can make $10, I'm gonna be able to make $100 or $1 million. And like give you motivation to keep working on it.
Absolutely. That's the mentality to have. Everything begins somewhere. Now you have that confidence. Now you know that you can also do this. And now it's just about repeatedly doing them good things, them good behaviors, them good habits, and continuing to stay consistent. And there's no limit to where you can actually go. Amazing, really is. So tell me a little bit about the community side of it as well, because that's something I'm very passionate about. How have you found the community when you've come in?
Yes, I can say it's amazing, because personally, I'm somebody, I don't really have friends where I'm living. I don't really party. I'm just focused on my work and everything. But the problem I can say I have is because when I work, I just have like coworker I'm talking to. But the subject they are talking to, I'm not interested in them. You know what I mean? Because you find people that have the same vision. It's not because I don't like them. I like everybody. But sometimes the thing that they are talking to, I'm not really interested in that. So I always wanted like to have a community, or to have people that I can talk to, with the same vision of me, probably do the same thing as me, and we can grow together, right? So when I get into the community, it was a pleasure for me. Since I post my win, there's a lot of people that text me. We share contact, we keep talking and everything. And every single day, the first thing I do in the morning, I go into the community, I go into fitness, and I go into wins, I go into income to see what the people post and everything. And that gives you the motivation, because if you work, let's say I work on my store and I don't see anybody around me do the same thing, probably one day I'm gonna be discouraged. But if I go into the community, I see this person make that kind of money, I say, I can do it too. You know what I mean? If I see other persons go to the gym, I say, let me go into it too. And I think that we go together. And I think the vision of Iman is a big vision, and I think it helps everybody. And I think we're gonna probably, like you said the other time, we're gonna go into the 1% together.
Definitely. And I think it's an important point you've touched on there, and I'm a big proponent of this myself. People throw quotes around and people throw messages around. You are who you surround yourself with. You are an example of that, right? Because it is very, very important. I completely understand sometimes when you're going on this journey of entrepreneurship, when you're going on this journey of business, right? It can be lonely. It is lonely. You know, there's a lot of late nights, there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of focus you have. And I think it really, really helps when you're surrounded by people who are on that same journey, because sometimes motivation's one of these big faffs, right? Motivation, you're not always going to be motivated, but you need people around you who are going to keep you focused, who are going to keep you disciplined. And I think being in Digital Launchpad, the community itself, I mean, it blows my mind on a daily basis. You know, I was 17, 18, 19 once. The level of fire, determination, and discipline that people have, I can understand why you'd benefit from it so much. And I think for me, one of the most beautiful things about your story is here's an immigrant who's come to the US, worked for 2-3 years, taking care of his family, with a dream to do e-commerce, couldn't find that information online, was a little bit confused, sees Digital Launchpad, knows who Iman is, knows who Jordan is, does the course, follows the course, within 10 days is profitable, has found friends in the community, has found a family in the community, and is ready to literally take off and do whatever. And even your goals are so grand, and it's just amazing to be part of that. So honestly, hats off to you. Congratulations on your first sale. I am 100% positive it's not going to be the last. I'm sure your family back home are very proud of you as well. So
thank you.
Keep shining, keep doing your thing, and whatever help you need from me, from the team, you know we're only a message away. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been my pleasure, honestly.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Take care.